Docks Marine opens 7 days a week from 8 to 5. Sales, rental, service, all in one place. It's at Docks Marine, 5803 Eichard Ridge Road.
Time for our look at local sports on WHKY News. I'm Jason Savage. We begin with high school football action from this weekend, starting with a Saturday game in the Western Highlands 1A-2A conference that saw Drawn fall to Mitchell 33-14. Now, everything else was a Friday night game. Catawba Valley Athletic 2A Conference is where we start. Bandy's winning over Newton Conover 27-6. East Burke fell to Lincolnton 38-0. Maiden won a big matchup over Bunker Hill 28-0. And West Caldwell fell to West Lincoln 50-27. In the Western Foothills Athletic 3A Conference Friday night, it was St. Stephen's falling to East Lincoln 42-12, Hickory over West Iredell 76-10, and it was Fred T. Ford falling to North Lincoln 42-7. In the Northwestern 3A 4A Conference Friday night, High Brighton lost to Ashe County in a high-scoring game 46-38. Freedom over South Caldwell 36-22. Alexander Central lost to Watauga 49-21. Now, the North Carolina High School Athletic Association has released their 2024 volleyball playoff brackets for the 4 classifications from the Hickory Metro. In the 1A class, Drawn is a number 9 seed. They'll host Eastern Randolph, a 24 seed, tomorrow in the first round. In the 2A class, Bandy's is a 17 seed. They'll go to 16th seed in North Wilkes. Maiden, an 8 seed, will host Moorhead. Patton, a 21 seed, goes on the road to Pine Lake Prep. And Newton Conover is a number 20 seed. They'll go to Southwestern Randolph. In the 3A class, Hickory, a 12 seed, will host 21st seeded St. Stephen's. 22 seed Fred T. Ford will go on the road to Franklin. In the 4A class, Alexander Central is a 23 seed. They'll go to Lake Norman, and South Caldwell is a 31 seed. They'll travel to Cox Mill. Now, the first round for all 4 classifications is scheduled for tomorrow. Second round action is Thursday. Third round will be on Saturday. The fourth round a week from tomorrow, with the regionals to be held on October 31st and the state championship to be held November 2nd. Now, the 4 state championship matches will be held at Reynolds Coliseum at North Carolina State. Keeping with volleyball, but let's talk Lenoir-Rhyne now. Lenoir-Rhyne volleyball swept Emory and Henry Friday night at home 3-0. Kaylee Cleaver led the Bears with 10 kills. LR 18-1 overall, 9-1 in the South Atlantic Conference. They're hosting Virginia Wise this evening. Evan O'Leary continued her dominant season Saturday, scoring a point for the 10th straight game. Her assist to Hickory Christian Academy grad Ava Hartman in the 44th minute was the difference as the Lenoir-Rhyne women's soccer team defeated Carson Newman 1-0. The win moves the Bears to the top of the South Atlantic Conference. They have 22 points at 7-0-1 in conference play, 9-0-3 overall. They'll host Limestone on Saturday. Lenoir-Rhyne men's soccer used a goal from David Griffel in the 85th minute to come back and defeat Carson Newman 2-1 Saturday at home. The Bears improved their record now to 500, 5-5 overall, 4-4 in the South Atlantic Conference. They'll be hosting 5th-ranked Limestone on Saturday. And Lenoir-Rhyne football shut out Burton 20-0 on the road Saturday in a game you heard on WHKY radio. The Bears have shut out Burton twice in their last 3 matchups. 3 different Bear players recorded an interception as the defense helped improve LR to 6-1 overall, 4-1 in the South Atlantic Conference. It's homecoming week. Bears will be at home Saturday when they host Limestone. You'll hear that game again here on WHKY. Appalachian State women's cross country clinched first place at the Adidas Winthrop Invitational Friday. The Mountaineers had a perfect sweep, capping all top 8 places in that event. Meanwhile, the Appalachian State men's cross country team finished at the Panorama Farms Invitational on Saturday in 8th place in the team standings. Both squads will compete at the Sun Belt Championship next. That is set for November 1st in Foley, Alabama. Appalachian State volleyball won 3-2 over Georgia Southern Friday, but fell 3-1 to Georgia Southern. Mountaineers 10-7 overall, 4-2 in the Sun Belt Conference. They'll host Coastal Carolina Friday and Saturday. Hickory High grad Izzy Wood registered her third brace of the season, and Sarah Womack made a clutch second-half save to lift Appalachian State women's soccer to a 2-1 win over Arkansas State yesterday. With the Mountaineers leading 1-0, an Arkansas State player was fouled in the box in the 74th minute, resulting in a penalty kick. However, Womack rose to the occasion, diving to her right to block the shot, and 3 minutes later, Wood would score her second goal of the game to help Appalachian with the win. App 6, 4 and 5 overall, 3-1-2 in Sunbelt Conference play. They'll go on the road to Troy Thursday. And Appalachian State field hockey defeated Ball State 3-1 on Friday. Mountaineers are 8-6 overall, 5-1 in the Mid-American Conference. They'll face off against conference opponent Longwood on Friday at home. As always, more details can be found at WHKY.com.